Alright guys, it's video number 5 in the Kitchen Table Stamper online classroom, the Celebrate Sunflowers class. This is our gift card holder. I love this. It's my favorite project. It's the one I couldn't wait and inspired the whole class. Let me show you how we're going to start this one. So it's a really simple, the flower pot is super simple. You're starting with a half a sheet of cardstock. This is 4 1/4 by 11, and you're gonna score this just like a card. You're gonna score it at 5.5 inches. So we got it on the 11-inch side, 5.5, that's how you'd score a card, right? Now you're gonna also score at 1 1/4, and 9 3/4. All right, so that's it. Let me show you the template over here. So here's our template, and you can see that we're gonna do a little fancy cutting and folding here. Make this strip of paper into a flower pot. So let's work our creases. So here is our flower pot. If it's like this, it's a card. It's a standard card, fits in a standard envelope. Now, what I like to do after I've got it this point, you can grab a ruler or you can grab your Simply Score tool. Either will work. Got a ruler here. We're going to line this up so that the fold is on the ruler. And you're going to mark at 1/2 inch, and you're going to mark at 3 3/4. So that's it there. We need our paper trimmer next. This is definitely the class for angle cuts, isn't it? Now, on the trimmer, we're going to line up our little mark and our score line. And we're going to cut through the folded cardstock. Make a little angle. Now you're cutting through 2 layers of cardstock. Most of the time you're not going to have any trouble, but if you do have a little bit of trouble, you can just take your paper snips and run along the line. It'll be almost completely cut. I've only had trouble cutting through both layers of cardstock once in a while. Alright, then the other side, same thing. Opposite angle though. So now you've got your little dot, and you're going to line that up on one end of the track with the fold, the score line on the other end of the track. And then cut through. I must need a new blade on this one. That's okay though. If it happens to you, it happens. Just run your paper snips right down the edge. It's cut nearly through, so it's a simple, easy fix. All right, there's our flower pot card. I'm going to grab some Stampin' Dimensionals here, and we're going to add a few halves on the flaps on both sides of our little flower pot. Don't go too close to the edges because it's going to adhere to this angled piece below. Fold and burnish. Flip, fold, and burnish. How simple is that? Look at it, is now a flower pot. You've got that full spool of the gorgeous bumblebee gingham ribbon. Now you're going to tie around your pot, and this is going to hold your pot together so that you can slide that gift card in and out of there. You could do a little bit of adhesive down the inside of the card if you wanted to. I'm not going to. I'm just going to tie the ribbon. And trim that away from the spool. So gorgeous. We need a couple of pieces of Designer Series paper here. 1 3/4 by 4 1/4 of this gorgeous Just Jade with sunflower pattern. Then I've got my scrap of Misty Moonlight dots and a scrap of this beautiful latticed Just Jade. The latticed Just Jade I'm going to punch with the Label Me Lovely punch. You can use any label that you have kind of a swoopy square, hip hip hooray the Hippo and Friends labels has a swoopy square. You can use maybe a label from the Tasteful Labels. Your choice what you do there. You're looking for a little bit of a matte, a layer piece for the label. Now this is the label from the Tasteful Labels dies. You've seen this one before. It's the 1 9/16 by the 2 1/8 rectangle, and it would layer pretty nicely with this 1 5/16 by 2 3/8 if you don't have this Label Me Lovely punch. All right, we're punching Designer Series paper here, so let's grab our little butterfly, couple of those. I'm using my tailored tag punch, and I'm going to punch the little dovetail end on our Designer Series paper. Let's go ahead, we're going to put some multi-purpose liquid glue on the first inch of this Designer Series paper banner, and then we'll use dimensionals to hold up the rest of this because of the different layers, the different levels underneath. We had this edge of the pot bumped up with dimensionals, so we're going to support the bottom half of the banner with a couple of dimensionals. Little banner, so cute. Let's do some stamping. I'm gonna grab my Bumblebee and Misty Moonlight stamping pads. Some of these steps are starting to look familiar for you, I bet, as we keep working with this stamp set. I have the congratulations on reaching a whole new level of wonderful greeting. Let's go ahead and stamp that guy on our label. Going to lightly ink the edges of my butterflies with the Misty Moonlight. I have a scrap here. This is So Saffron, and our sunflower, the great big sunflower image. We're going to ink it with Bumblebee and stamp it on the So Saffron. Fabulous. I think that's all of our stamping for this project. We're going to die cut our leaves. This time you'll notice that our background is just jade and our skeleton leaves are mint macron. Looks great both ways. We got 2 sunflower layers and a center to cut. Got a little scrap of cinnamon cider cardstock here too. Let me set these up and make a couple of passes through the Big Shot. All right, our last pass here is cutting out the sunflower with our outline die. Line that guy up, make sure that you're on the line for a perfect border. Hold it down with a little washi tape. Last pass. There it is. All right, let's start assembling our sunflower. Same thing, we're gonna go ahead and multi-purpose liquid glue around the center. Find those little curvy petals and line them up. Once you've got those lined up, you won't have to do too much circling and burnish that down. We'll pop a Stampin' Dimensional in the center of the flower and add our cinnamon cider center. Got that mint macron leaf detail. I'm gonna swipe the bottle of glue, just the tip, barely putting any pressure. I'm gonna swipe some glue. Less is more. It won't take much to hold this. And we're gonna glue it this time to the Just Jade background piece, little opposite of our previous projects. All right, rinse and repeat here. 2 leaves. If you've got any glue that seeps out, I like to just blot with my fingertip. Let's glue our congratulations to our matte layer here. Just a pretty little detail. You could skip that too if you don't have that particular punch. If you don't have that particular punch, why not? That Label Me Lovely is awesome. All right, go ahead and add some dimensional adhesive to the back of your label. And let's pop that guy onto our card. Now this is gonna go so that our mat is about even with our ribbon. Gives you a good idea for placement. Then our leaves, for this one, we're going to put some multi-purpose liquid glue on one and a little dimensional adhesive on the base of the other. We want that up towards the stem because this one is going to go over our label just a little bit. Label's already lifted with dimensionals, you see. And then our flat glue, little leaf, is going to go on the rim of the pot. Looks beautiful. Now here's our insert for our gift card. I love this. This is the eyelet rectangle from Ornate Layers dies. So this 5 3/8 by 2 3/8 eyelet rectangle was cut ahead for you with the Ornate Layers. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna slide that in to our card base. Then we're going to grab some Stampin' Dimensionals. We're gonna be rather generous here. I'm gonna actually add 3 whole dimensionals. And we're going to adhere our sunflower to these dimensionals. The sunflower is actually on the insert. Now I want just the very edges, very corners of these little eyelets to peek out. And that, my friends, is our little insert. Now, oh, I gotta rotate this leaf just a little bit. I don't like the angle that I see. There, let's try that. So since this is a 2-piece process, we might need to adjust a little bit. I'm going to see if I can lift it a little bit more anyway. There. Yeah. So cute, so happy. Let's decorate now, should we? We're gonna add a little butterflies and pearls. Get this guy all fancied up. I'm gonna put a little butterfly on our greeting. Don't cover the words. And a little butterfly on our sunflower. So sweet. We're on the last project now. I'm really getting smart. I'm gonna use my Take Your Pick tool for the pearls. Oh my gosh, it's so much faster. What was I doing? What was I doing? Wasting my life without my Take Your Pick tool. Oh, never mind. Get a Take Your Pick tool and use it, people. I have pretty good dexterity and I'm so much faster with a Take Your Pick tool. All right, little gold pearls. 3 of those. So beautiful. This is my favorite project. Is it okay that I have a favorite project? I love them all, but this one's my favorite. All right, for the gift card, I went ahead beforehand and ran the skinniest little line of multi-purpose liquid glue on the back of my gift card. And now it's tacky, and it should be easy enough to just adhere your gift card and for your recipient to remove it without ruining the whole project. All right, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the class. If you've got any questions about the projects, you can email Marissa at kitchentablestamper.com, and to shop 24/7, buzz over to marissaelvarez.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching.